Welcome back to Sale, Resell, Sold. My name is Heather. We are part-time resellers here on eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. We are coming up on our 2-year anniversaries in July. We go through our week, the top 10, the Flippin' fastest sale, the Flippin' slowest sale, and the flip-flop, the worst sale. We're going to start with number 10, Kate Spade Lemon Zest sleeveless shirt dress, size small, pleated, top pockets, coastal. I got this at a Goodwill in Pennsylvania. Cost of goods was $6. This did take 161 days, so that's 5 months and change. But I bought it in the fall, so it sat through the winter. I had it listed for $49.88, and somebody sent a $30 offer, which I took. Our profit on that is $18. Number 9. Everlane organic utility wide leg pants, women's size 12, regular, washed black capsule. I pulled these at the bins. They were listed for 4 days. I had them listed for $39.88 and somebody sent a $28 offer, which I accepted because my cost of goods at the bins is approximately $1.25 an item. I'll say this every video when I talk about the bins. Instead of weighing each piece individually, I just divided by how many pieces, and that's roughly $1.25, and so that's what I go with. After being listed for 4 days, our profit on that was $21.15. Number 8, vintage Y2K Newport News crochet cardigan sweater, women's size large, cherry red button-up. I pulled this at the bins. I've never seen a red one. They're usually black or white on these open knit cardigans. I wouldn't say Newport News is exactly a Bolo brand. To my recollection, this was a catalog. I don't think there were Newport News stores. That would not have been my scene back then. I had it listed for $39.88. Somebody sent a $30 offer, which I accepted. It was listed for 33 days, and after cost of goods and fees and this stuff, our profit was $23.60. Number 7. Cynthia Rowley black leather doctor's bag convertible crossbody duffel. This is from our emotional attachment sale. And we are and have been in the profits with this. We were new, unseasoned, I guess. I don't know. Our cost of goods was $25 an item. Now we had like 40 items. Paid $1,000. But this was my favorite bag in the lot, which was a lot of purses. It was listed for $74.88, and after being listed for a year, somebody sent a $56 offer, which I took. After our cost of goods, our profit was $24.05. Number 6, vintage 90s Gant leather belt, men's size 40, Oxblood burgundy, solid brass buckle, old money. I tend to pick up older belts as long as they're in good shape. And they sell for us. I have found some really cool ones. I don't know that this is a cool one, but it's definitely, you don't see an Oxblood one very often. It's fun. I had it listed for $39.88 and somebody sent a $30 offer after 48 days, which I took. And our profit on that was $24.08. Number 5, Curious George Pajamas Kids 3T 2-piece set 2011, brown yellow monkey, banana, TV merch. These were listed for 278 days. I had them listed for $49.88, and I got ridiculous offers for these. And I understand they are very well-loved kids' pajamas, but there weren't any, and I know Curious George sells. And our cost of goods wasn't high. It was $1.50, and we got this at a consignment sale, but there wasn't anything else like this available. So I did not take the lowball offers. I don't think $30 is a lowball offer, but I think anything 20 and under is a lowball offer on these. I was willing to sit on them. I have space to sit on them, so it wasn't a problem. After it was all said and done, our profit on these were $24.57. Number 4, Nua Tags James Perse lightweight linen shirt, women's size 1, which is a small, khaki, tan, cap sleeve, button down. I got this at Plato's Closet. It was $10.80. It was Nua Tags. I'm not familiar with James Perse other than the name and knowing that it's a better brand. Somebody sent a $50 offer. You can see the tag says the original purchase price was $195. It was listed for just over 2 months. As $50 offer came in, I accepted it, and our profit was $29.20 after our $10 cost of goods. Number 3, Vintage URU mixed media tunic, women's, one size fits most, silk floral, lilac, sleeveless, login look. I got this at an estate sale. This woman had a lot of really cool stuff, and I was a little, not mad, but like upset that we didn't get there earlier because people were leaving with some really, I was like, are you sure you're going to buy that? And she's like, yes, because this really cool Star Wars situation she had. And I was like, okay. But this took almost a year to sell, 311 days. I had it listed for $99.88. And I would have taken offers. They just didn't come in. So it was not a big deal. But our cost of goods was $2. And after it was all said and done, our profit was $58 because I took a $75 offer. Number 2, Yany navy cognac convertible oversized tote bag, satchel, color block, charm, gold tone. This is another bag from the emotional attachment estate sale. This one was new with tags. And again, our cost of goods was $25, but you can see this was a $400 purse. I had it listed for $150, and somebody sent a $120 offer after almost a year, and I accepted it, and our profit was $71 after it was all said and done. So 2 of those moved out this week, which was great. And we're supposed to run the numbers to see how much profit we've made from this. That would have been nice to have that as an update. Okay, we're going to do that later. It's a preview for the eShopCommand. Number 1 this week, Stitch Gulf Ultimate Garment Bag, UGB 2-in-1 Duffel Black Travel. This thing was so cool. Like it unfolded, like you unzipped it and unfolded. And it was like this whole garment bag for hanging clothes. See, it's really neat. This came from our free group. Somebody put a bunch of stuff in their yard and just said, we just put a bunch of stuff in our yard. It's free. Come get it. And I looked at my husband. I said, get in the car. We're going. And so you don't know, like I was lucky to see the post within 2 minutes, but they lived at least 15 minutes away. I didn't know if it was going to be worth it or not. This is not the first thing we have sold. We have sold several things from this pickup, this being the best one. This did take almost a year, and it did take up a lot of space in our room. I had it listed for $199.88, and after a year, when somebody sent a $100 offer, and I haven't received any others, I took it, and our profit was $80 because there's no cost of goods. It was really cool. I was actually surprised that it did take that long. We're going to go down to the flip-flop, which is not a flip-flop. This is Disney Parks Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Simba Pin. This has been listed for almost 2 years. This came out of our closet. And these things that come out of our closet, yeah, they do tend to take longer because it wasn't sourced. It wasn't sourced for this in mind. It was just, let's just sell stuff around the house. And obviously things have escalated. It's sold for $667. Anything in our store that's over a year old is 25% off with the exception of Lego. And so our profit on that is $478. And so the flip-flop is just what makes us the lowest amount of money or we lose money on. And this week we didn't lose money. That's what I call a bonus. I went to the bins and I pulled 3 Disney princess dresses. When I'm at the bins, I'm also pulling kids' clothes to sell to Once Upon a Child and consignment stores. And I pulled these 3 princess dresses, different trips. They weren't all the same trips, but they were all 3T. But they all had some minor condition issues. Once Upon a Child and the other store wouldn't take them. And so I lotted them together for $30 and noted the condition issues, and they sold in 34 hours for an offer of $20. Wound up making $12.25 for those 3 dresses, which is exponentially more than I would have made at Once Upon a Child. More than they would have made. Some little 3-year-old's going to be quite pleased and won't notice the snags or the ripped hem. She'll be fine. I'm not feeling anything weird here. We'll just say that the Disney dresses were flipping weird because I could have just redonated them to Goodwill, but I knew somebody was going to want all 3 of these dresses at the same time. It's a win-win. Anna, Ariel, and Snow White. Flippin' fast this week were the Disney princess dresses at 34 hours. And flippin' slow was Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Simba Pin. Okay, new tool. Okay, so we've gone into the health of the store, and we're going into all sources. Location, emotional attachment sale. Emotional attachment estate sale. Bless this woman's heart. So we broke even in April of this year, right? Is that what that means? What does this mean?
This is what we have made. We have 11 items left to sell.
Oh,
Based on the average profit, this is what our profit should be. So yeah, currently our ROI is 141%. And it took a year to get there.
oh, so that was a good buy. It took a while. So we invested $1,000. We've made our $1,000 back, and our profit so far to date is $1,413. And when it's all said and done, when the 11 remaining items sell, we should have doubled our money. I mean, it's taking some time. And again, it's a lesson. It's just a lesson learned, which is fine too, which is cool. All right, back to sales. We had 17 orders. Our gross sales were $658.56. Our profit was $449.66. And Poshmark crushed it with 72% of the sales. Depop at 16% and eBay at 11%. eBay is knocked out. I don't know what's going on with eBay, or if there's an eBay boycott or what's happening on eBay, but it's been rough on eBay. So yeah, the estate sale, the emotional attachment sale, obviously went into number 1 for sourcing categories because 2 of our top 10 items were from there. The bins dropped to 2nd, but it was close. And the personal closet was, it is what it is. Our listing conversion this week was 56%. We had 17 items sold and we had 30 items listed. Our oldest listing is 22 months old. There's a lot with eShopCommand that you can do with the health of your store and the overview. It's all good stuff and it's free. So if you want to try it out and help with the feedback and growing the product, jump on. I wouldn't know any of this without this. I also had never used a spreadsheet before we started this, so. That was our week. I'm looking forward to next week. We see if one turtle beat the other turtle, because we listed the other turtle. So it's a turtle race, and we'll see what happens next week. No spoilers. You have to wait for it. Y'all have a good week. Bye.